the Quick Lane Bowl. This is ugly. Between Bowling Green and Minnesota. Is the Quick Lane Bowl, is that a non-sponsored bowl? Let's see.
Oh, it's always been Quick Lane in Detroit. I think
Yeah,
that's
it's
where
still
you
Quick
get
Lane,
your
right?
oil
It's still, yeah. That's that oil change, right?
Yeah, I think it's, well, God, I don't know.
Yeah, Tire and Auto Center.
There's a Quaker
Quick Lane
State.
Bowl.
Have you been to Quaker State, like a restaurant in New York, Upper New York? It's like, it's wings. I thought it would be like oil. Let me make sure.
No, I've not. But yeah, Quick Lane Bowl, Tire and Auto Center in Detroit, Ford Field. No weather to worry about here. Despite that, in the fast track, total 39.5. Minnesota, 3.5-point favorite here. Bowling Green, Portal News. Jalen Husky, their first team All-MAC corner. One of their other corners, Deshaun Jones, and their starting safety, Trent Sims. He just hasn't played since week 10. And then their running back, Teron Keith, he's in the portal. He's important. He's their leading receiver, too. So we'll see. I don't think Husky probably won't play, but we'll see who else does. For Minnesota, I assume Newbin, their star safety, could be a first rounder. He's going to opt out. I haven't seen anything officially, but I would not count on him. Brevin Spanford, he could also, that he's a tight end. He accepted a Senior Bowl invite. The biggest news for Minnesota is their quarterback situation. Ethan Kaliakmanis hit the portal. So did one of their backups, Drew Viotto, which means Cole Kramer was the only one left. He has 6 snaps this year. He didn't want to play. So they had to pay him $30,000. They got him in NIL money, and then he said, all right, I'll play, and it's going to pay for my wedding. So he's playing. That does not signify that Minnesota really cares about this game. He's a 6-year senior, and he had to be paid to play in this game, in this last football game.
Hamstring coming.
Yeah. First drive. I don't even know who the backup would be. Some walk-on, I assume. This game is ugly. Fleck's been good in bowls. I'm not laying 3.5 with Minnesota. Minnesota should have 5 wins.
They only have 5 wins.
5 and 7. Now, I will say Minnesota wants to just play so slow, run it, hand it off. We'll see who's available in their backfield, which has dealt with some injuries, and Zach Evans hit the portal. And you can run it on Bowling Green. So like they'll probably have some just like long. I don't know if they'll end in points, but this clock will be moving. Minnesota will just be running it as a snail. It's so low though in Ford Field for a bowl. I can't go under. I got, what do you got here? I got nothing as of now.
No way in hell I would bet an over here. I would just put you to rest. I had no way I would bet it over here whatsoever. Boy, Teron Keith being gone from this game means Terrion Stewart, he's not going to play either. He broke his foot in week 10 against Ball State. Now he's confirmed. Terrion Stewart's confirmed. He's going to play back for Bowling Green next year, but there's no word of his foot, which was completely broken, if he's going to play here. I doubt it. Now, for Minnesota, one positive here is that their havoc allowed can combat the aggressiveness of the Bowling Green defense. Bowling Green has been excellent at 3-3-5. They're 13th in coverage per PFF grading. They primarily play quarters and cover 3. There's not going to be any explosives in this game. 0. I mean, Minnesota doesn't produce them. They don't allow them. Bowling Green doesn't produce them. They don't allow. I mean, Cole Kramer is not throwing for any explosives. Minnesota is 126 in rush EPA, and they lost their 2 best running back. The biggest edge in this game is special teams. And this is the thing. Like, everything is so bad and red, and the stats, and so inept offensively. The only edge in this game is special teams. Bowling Green 125th per SP plus. Minnesota's 19th. To me, that was the deciding factor in taking Minnesota in the bowl pools straight up for a win. I project the game at 5, so there's really no value in the spread. I project the total 37.5. There's really no value in the total. I even went as far, like, I was dying to bet this game. Can I go look at previous post-Christmas Day games that kick off 11 noon? Like, even back to the St. Pete Bitcoin Bowl. I remember that one. Like, I couldn't find a good, solid footing for an under or a first half under. So everything is there. I'm not even sure you can live bet this. Both teams are over 30 seconds per play. I just throw a little bit of money, couch change, Chipotle guac, whatever you got. Just a little bit of money on the under, so you have something when you wake up post-Christmas and play with all your new toys that Santa brought. I don't know. It's the only play you can make, but Minnesota has the advantage in special teams. That's the team. If you had to make a bet in this game or pick them in a pool and you get to pick them late, I'd take Minnesota.
Yeah. If I had to make one bet, it would be the under, but fast track, Bowling Green's best corners out. I assume Minnesota's best safeties out. It's a bowl game. I mean,
Oh.
bowl totals under 45 have gone over like 68% historically.
I forgot to mention, a lot of the Minnesota defensive players cut an interview within the last 48 hours. They're really heartbroken that Joe Rossi left. Defensive coordinator Joe Rossi's gone. He's at Michigan State. They're really not happy. Do they show up? So there's something there too. Like there's a lot going on here, but between players and coaches and mixed emotions and feelings, and a guy trying to get married, but he's being paid $30,000 to come play. Man.
Yeah. It's an ugly one.
It's like Days of Our Lives. Like, I mean, literally, if you watch soap operas, that's the only way to track this.
Yep. It's insane.